Good morning, and I want to thank everybody for being here this morning. Before we really begin the press conference, I thought I'd take just a minute to recognize a couple people who really were instrumental in the success of this investigation, and that is three of our deputies who, beginning last year, began to notice a series of suspicious crashes that were occurring in the west side of the county, and they took the initiative to bring their suspicions forward, and as a result of that, this investigation began. And that's Deputy Matt Carter, Deputy Robert Gogolin, and Kevin O'Brien. So, and up here with me this morning is Colonel Ron Poindexter, retired from the Sheriff's Office, who's now with the NICB, and Assistant State Attorney Wayne Chalou, and they'll have a statement to make here in just a few minutes. I think before we begin, I think it's probably will set the stage for this investigation. I'd like to show you a short film clip of an actual staged crash that occurred and was filmed coincidentally, and I think we have it set up in the back, and I'll just yeah, we'll provide you with a CD, but just for the purposes here, if I'll just set this video up for you. What you'll see are two vehicles pulling into this parking lot, and you'll initially see one individual exit a vehicle and approach the other vehicle. Then you'll see a number of individuals exit one of the vehicles and get out of the way while the driver repositions the vehicle, and the driver of the SUV then rams the unoccupied vehicle, and once the crash occurs, you'll see the passengers get back into the vehicle, at which point they will subsequently report a traffic crash. So the video is just a minute or two long here. What we found throughout this investigation is that this type of crash is, for the most part, fairly typical of the type of stage crashes that these groups are in fact organizing. During the course of this investigation, we actually were able to insert an undercover detective into one of the clinics. The detective initially participated in a staged crash. He was recruited as a participant by one of the clinic organizers, and because of his good work in that particular case, was subsequently recruited by the clinic to become a recruiter or an organizer for staging subsequent crashes. So The investigation is unique in the fact that we were able to firsthand infiltrate the clinic and see exactly how these organizations work. As a result of this investigation, we've arrested, or will have arrested, hopefully by the end of the day, a total of 54 individuals involved in approximately 35 staged traffic crashes since the end of last year. This morning we served search warrants for records at 2 of the clinics involved, Superior Injury and Westwater's Medical Care. There are 2 other clinics that we are currently investigating and anticipate being able to make some arrests and serve some search warrants in those clinics also. These arrests total 91 criminal charges, and Mr. Chalou will be able to speak to the types of criminal charges that the state will be bringing against the individuals involved in this investigation. And Colonel Poindexter will also be able to speak to the impact of these crashes on the insurance industry and the public in general. So with that, and then I'll answer any questions that you may have. Wayne?
Okay. Good morning. Our intention is to work with the Sheriff's Office and other law enforcement agencies such as the Department of Financial Services, who's been instrumental in these kinds of investigations, Tampa Police Department, and any other agency who brings us cases along this line to prosecute these individuals to the fullest extent of the law. And not only that, but to try to put an end to the operation of these types of criminal organizations in Hillsborough County. We found early on there were staged accident insurance fraud types of cases going on in numerous clinics in Hillsborough County, but it was spotty. It wasn't what you'd call an organized criminal enterprise. However, more recently, as a result of the Sheriff's Office and DFS investigations, we found that many of these clinics seem to be set up for no other purpose than to commit staged accidents and insurance fraud. Now, how does that affect all of us? Well, first of all, it increases crimes in all these types of crimes in our community. It brings individuals to our community to participate in these crimes who we don't want here. It causes all of the insurance rates for all of us people who play by the rules and follow the law to pay higher auto insurance rates. So these crimes have a terrific fallout in all of our community, and it's not just a case of an insurance company getting ripped off, but really and truly all of us are getting ripped off as a result of these kinds of crimes. The only other thing I would like to say would be it is our intention where we can, where the facts warrant it, not just to file insurance fraud or staged accident, but also to file racketeering and conspiracy to commit racketeering cases where we can identify a clear criminal organization operating in any of these clinics or even more than one of these clinics. So that's what we're going to be looking for. Our purpose, again, is basically to keep this type of crime out of our community entirely. Thank you. Can you spell your last name? C-H-A-L-U. And I run the Economic Crimes Unit for Mark Ober at the State Attorney. Thank you.